So, reading from the Daily Mail now, it says a mayor in Ohio has threatened the city's entire school board with criminal charges unless they resign over highly sexual writing prompts that teachers gave to underage students. Hudson Mayor Craig Schubert delivered the harsh ultimatum during a school board meeting on Monday, garnering loud applause from outraged parents who also spoke out on the issue. I'll tell you a little bit about this writing assignment that has been called pornographic, and it is. But first, let's hear from, this again is Hudson Mayor Craig Schubert, and let's hear him talking to the school board. Listen.
Members of the board, my name is Craig Schubert. I'm the mayor of this city. It has come to my attention that your educators are distributing essentially what is child pornography in the classroom. I've spoken to a judge this evening. She's already confirmed that. So I'm going to give you a simple choice. You either choose to resign from this Board of Education, or you will be charged. Thank you.
That almost brings a tear to my eye. You know, I think we've added to the list of acceptable reasons for men to cry. Tears of joy in response to that. I tell you, Mayor Craig Schubert, I don't know anything else about him. I don't know where he stands on any other issue, but I would vote for him for president tomorrow. If it were up to me, I'd make him president of the United States tomorrow if I could, without knowing anything else about him. Because just that alone tells me that puts him above almost every other Republican at every level of government everywhere in the country. That he is willing to do that. That he's taking this issue that seriously and is going to use all of the power at his disposal to protect kids and to put an end to this degeneracy and filth in the school system. Let's go back to the Daily Mail to see what assignment he's talking about. It says, at issue are the highly inappropriate writing prompts distributed to students in the liberal arts writing class at Hudson High School, including, here are the writing prompts, given to kids by adults. Write a sex scene you wouldn't show your mom. Describe your favorite part of a man's body using only verbs. And write an X-rated Disney scenario. Those were some of the writing prompts. And then continuing the article, it says, it was unclear whether the inappropriate written material given to school children truly violates child pornography laws, as the mayor claimed, but nevertheless, parents in the district were outraged. I think it certainly does. Ohio law does prohibit sending harmful or obscene material to or sharing it with a minor, though this statute usually refers to sexting or sending obscene images. The relevant statute exempts obscene material that is presented for bona fide educational purposes, leaving the legal questions around the controversy murky. They can sort that out, but he talked to a judge, and this is the right way to handle it. This is exactly how we have to handle it. We have to start talking about it in this way. You know, for me, it's very simple because we've granted this exemption to teachers and people in the public school system for no good reason. You know, we've kind of waved the wand and we've said, well, they're exempt from all of the normal rules of decency that we apply to everybody else. So if there was a grown adult who, you know, your 14-year-old daughter met online, and you got to look at the messages going back and forth between this grown adult and the 14-year-old daughter, and the adult said to your daughter, was trying to prompt your daughter to write X-rated things. I mean, what if he had said, describe your favorite part of a man's body using only verbs? I mean, what if this was some creepy pervert online, an adult, talking to your 14-year-old daughter? That exact prompt. giving her quote unquote writing prompts that he could read and enjoy. There would be no question that it's illegal, that this is the sexual harassment and abuse of a child. He's not going to be able to hide behind any, well, it's for educational purposes. I was worried about her, creative writing. I was trying to help her build her creative writing skills. He wouldn't be able to hide behind that. And yet, if it happens in a classroom, it's okay. Why? No, if anything, it's worse in a classroom. I mean, it can't really get worse, but if it's the fact that if it's in a classroom, if that affects the severity of the crime at all, it's only to make it worse. Because these are adults that you have entrusted your children with. And their job is to educate your children. And when they use that trust and that role to sexually indoctrinate, abuse, and harass kids, it makes it even worse. So this is exactly what should happen. Not just for this, but distributing sex ed material with unnecessarily graphic pictures and depictions and descriptions. We all know the story. I've talked about many of them on the show over the years. Sex ed for middle schoolers. It talks about masturbation and sodomy and anal sex and all kinds of things. That's happening in schools all across the country. And this is the point that I've always made about it. That these conversations, if you were to take them out of the classroom and put them on the playground between an adult and a child, or put them online or anywhere else, we would, all of us, unquestioningly agree that this is sexual abuse and that person's a pervert and a pedophile and should be locked in prison. So the only thing that I would add to what the mayor said here is certainly the Board of Education should resign or be arrested. And all of the teachers who distributed this and who were involved in this, every single one of them should be in prison. They shouldn't be able to hide behind, well, it was the curriculum. I had no choice. The curriculum called for me to solicit X-rated material from 14-year-olds. Mayor Craig Schubert, 2024. I've decided he's my Ron DeSantis. I still like DeSantis, but for me right now, Schubert has just gone to the lead. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.